Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Roll 2G. Before I get to my WWE Raw review show this week, subscribe to my channel. Come back so you can check out all my wrestling reviews or anything else that comes to my mind. Alright, before I get to the review, I just want to talk about the Muppets. I thought it was appropriate for them to be there on Raw because it's Halloween. I guess WWE didn't want to do the traditional Halloween show that they usually do each and every year. Sometimes it gets boring. So, if technically speaking, if you didn't see Raw this week, shame on you. I mean, you missed something good. The Muppets didn't wrestle. If y'all were thinking that, how are they going to wrestle? They was part of the Survivor Series storyline to build it up even more. And also, they got a movie called The Muppets coming out on Thanksgiving. So it's appropriate for the Muppets to be on Raw for Halloween. Kids that don't know them now, and they're going to definitely go see the movie on Thanksgiving Day. And I'm just so ashamed that other folks who didn't watch because y'all think the Muppets are not funny, but they're entertainers just like the WWE superstars are as well. Remember, they haven't been on TV for 10 years. This is their first time on Raw and their last time on Raw. So those of you that boycotted it, I have no words for you. Alright? Fuck the Muppets this, fuck the Muppets that. Unbelievable. Alright, Raw kicks off this week with Rock accepting John Cena's invitation to be tag team partners at Survivor Series. At first he didn't want to because he didn't want to be dealing with the Fruit Loop troupe of John Cena. And if it wasn't for the WWE Universe and his fellow supporters on Twitter, Rock would not be his partner at Survivor Series to face The Miz and R-Truth. But simply, nobody likes that tag team, so that was why The Rock reversed the decision, and he will be John Cena's partner at the pay-per-view event before Thanksgiving. Alright, then we get Mark Henry to wrestle against CM Punk. John Laurinaitis makes this a match that CM Punk has to win in order for him to get that title shot at Survivor Series against Alberto Del Rio. Ricardo interferes in the match, giving CM Punk the loss over disqualification as he beat him upside the head, Mark Henry, with the shoe. And CM Punk took his frustrations out on Rodriguez, throws him back into the ring to Mark Henry's World's Strongest Slam. Then we get a confrontation with the Muppets and Vicky Guerrero and Jack Swagger. Santino Marella comes in and stops it. Then Kelly comes in and clears the dark clouds and brings some light into this particular segment, because this was a segment where everybody was like, yeah, not funny at all. And I myself was like, oh, come on, make it exciting. Nothing. So Jack Swagger eventually is going to face Santino Marella later on in the show, and Zack Ryder will face Dolph Ziggler later on as well. Then we get the Divas Battle Royal for the #1 contender for the Divas title against Beth Phoenix at Survivor Series. Eve wins this match, and she will be facing Phoenix at Survivor Series for the Divas title. Alright, then we get a promo with Bunsen and Beaker, two of the Muppet characters. Beaker has this potion, bumps into Christian. Christian takes the potion, spills it on the floor. Sheamus intervenes. Christian leaves without no punches being thrown. Then this is the part I like. They improvise, Sheamus and Beaker. They resemble each other because of their heads, and Sheamus was like, sorry fella, I can't come to the family reunion this year, but tell Aunt Teresa I said hi and love the hair. And Beaker, beep, 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 beep. Ooh. I thought that was a pretty funny segment, to say the least. Alright, then we get Air Boom, the tag champions, to face Wade Barrett and Cody Rhodes. Wade Barrett and Cody Rhodes pretty much had this match and won it with the Wasteland given by Wade Barrett to Evan Bourne. Christian comes in, attacks Kofi Kingston. Here comes Sheamus to intervene, gives Kofi the Brogus kick. And these 6 combatants will face each other again at Survivor Series, but this is a 6-man elimination match at Survivor Series. Alright, then we get John Laurinaitis and CM Punk. CM Punk is asking John Laurinaitis, what was all that for? I mean, I don't get a shot at Del Rio. He simply says, do I get a shot? He says, Del Rio will decide that for you. You go ask him. So we get to the match with Del Rio and Big Show. A boring match. I kept dozing off. Too many commercial breaks. It was Big Show who beats Del Rio with the big round right to Del Rio, knocks him right out. CM Punk comes in and simply just puts him in his Anaconda Vice grip. And Del Rio concedes and tells Punk, you got the match at Survivor Series with me. Point taken. Alright. Then we get Jack Swagger to face Santino Marella. Remember, Santino was talking to Swagger because he was messing with Kermit earlier. Beaker gives him this potion because he wasn't really doing much in this match. So he gets the potion, doesn't drink it, but he puts it in his mouth. Swagger tries to punch him, but eventually was spit on by Marella and the potion, blinding him, rolling him up, and pinning him. Beaker basically helped Santino win that match. Then Dolph Ziggler, who attacked Fozzy and Gonzo before the match, faced Zack Ryder in what turned out to be the best match of the night. I think Ryder is going to be pretty much a United States champion not too far away. And this match went to Zack Ryder because Vicky tried to interfere, but Zack focused and he wins on the Rough Rider to Ziggler. And that will teach Ziggler not to mess with no Muppet. Alright. Then we get Michael Cole to announce he can't do the match because JR has some type of irritable bowel disease or something like that. So he makes it for next Monday night, or it could possibly go until Raw gets rocked. The 3-hour Raw show that's going to be on November 14th. The Rock will be back on Raw that night. So we'll have to see what Cole and JR are going to do. Could be next Monday night or even could be the following Monday. Alright, so we get one more promo with the Muppets. John Morrison and Miss Piggy flirting with each other. Well, Piggy was flirting with John Morrison. He then, in turn, brings in Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle shows Piggy the tattoos of all the Muppet characters and gives Piggy a kiss. And then Piggy didn't like it, so she karate chops Hornswoggle right in his stomach. That segment was nearly over. Kermit came in the scene, and there was Cody Rhodes with a paper bag of his own. He puts it on Kermit's face, and that pretty much was the end of the Muppets Night on Monday Night Raw Super Show. Then we get to the main event, John Cena, The Miz. I can't say much about this match. It was a screen character who came and tried to interfere with John Cena, but he gets chased off by security. Miz tried to put him in his bone-crushing, skull-crushing finale, but Cena turns into an STF, and Miz just concedes. Cena wins the match, and here comes this character again, and he puts him into the Attitude Adjustment before he could do anything else, and we learned when he pulled that mask off, it was R-Truth who was behind that screen mask. So that's how pretty much Raw ends, and I must say, I enjoyed it, even though that little part that I dozed off with that match. But other than that, Raw was good. 7.5 out of 10 this week. For those that didn't watch, again, I feel ashamed. Once again, subscribe to my channel. Put your comments on what you liked about Raw or what you didn't like about Raw. Please, no drama, comments, whatever, okay? You didn't like the Muppets, so be it, alright? But still, voice your opinions anyway. Alright, I'm Raw2G. Thanks for tuning in to my Raw review show this week. I'll see y'all right back here next week. Till then, have a great week and peace.